Hello everyone, and thank you for tuning in to another episode of Hashtag Makeup Together, How to Make a Simple Dinner. This is where I'm coming off of work, trying to make something quick and simple for my family. Tonight we're going to be doing another super quick dinner. We're going to be having some rice, some fish, and then a really simple little salad to go on the side as well. So I'm going to go ahead and start boiling the water for the rice. The rice is going to be the longest thing, so I'm going to go ahead and get that started right now. I'm going to be putting in, to start boiling, 2 cups of water, and then I'm going to be, once that starts boiling, then I'm going to add 1 cup of rice. So let's go ahead and get that started. So today we're going to be making some blackened tilapia. So I'm going to go ahead and, in this bowl, go ahead and get the blackening seasoning put together. So today I'm going to be using some paprika. That's my first thing that's going in here. Alright, so I'm going to put a nice amount. I actually have a lot of fish, so that's why, but you can use different amounts based on how much fish you have. So we have paprika first, then we're going to add in some onion powder. Alright, we're going to be adding in some garlic salt. The next thing we're going to be adding is cayenne pepper. This is spicy, so if you use this, do it to your liking of spice. I like things pretty spicy, but other people in my family don't, so I try to meet somewhere nice in the middle. Alright, we're also going to be adding some dried up oregano. And then I'm going to be adding a little bit of thyme as well. A little bit of dried thyme. Alright. And last but not least, just a little bit of salt. Alright, so now we have all the seasonings in there. I'm going to go ahead and mix those up. I'm just going to use a spoon just to stir it up, make sure that all the seasonings are mixed up together. Kind of smells like the ramen noodle mix, if you guys used to eat those. I used to eat those a lot. Chicken flavored ramen noodles, all kinds of stuff. But anyway, it does kind of smell like that. Alright, so I got everything mixed up pretty good in there. And so I'm going to go ahead and take the tilapia, and I'm going to just take it out of the individual packets really quick. And then I'm going to just try to get off all of the water that's on the fish. Before I finish with the fish, I'm going to go ahead and just add in the rice. So we have the water boiling. I'm going to put in the rice. I'm going to give it a quick stir, and I'm going to put the lid on it. That is a very important step here. So 2 cups of water, 1 cup of rice. I'm using brown rice. And then I'm going to put the lid on it. I'm going to turn down the heat just a little bit. It's still going to be kind of on medium high, and I'm not going to take off the lid. I'm going to leave this on for 15 minutes, and then I'm going to check on that. It's, in the past I've done it's been done about 15 to 18 minutes. So I'm going to check it at 15. So the tilapia has been taken out of the packaging it was in. I'm just going to take a paper towel, and I'm just going to pat it dry. Just like that. And then I'm going to put it in the seasoning and get some seasoning on it. And then I have another plate over here that I'm going to put it on. So that is what it looks like once it's all seasoned. And I'm going to set it over here and grab the other. So I have found in the past that drying it makes a big difference. So that is always step number 1. And then you just put it in there, coat it. And then we're going to put them into the skillet once I get them all seasoned. So this is what the fish looked like all done. It is all ready. But I'm gonna go ahead and before I start cooking the fish, I'm going to cut up the ingredients that I'm going to be putting inside of the rice. I'm going to be putting in some onion. We have a little bit of garlic. I'm also gonna be putting in some lemon, butter, and then dill weed. And so once the rice is finished, I'm gonna put all those in. So I'm gonna go ahead and just cut up the onion and the garlic and get those cooking in a pan. And then we'll add everything to the rice when it's done. So I have my pan heated here with a little bit of olive oil. I'm gonna go ahead and put in the onions and the garlic. All right. And so I'm gonna go ahead and heat up the iron skillet that I'm gonna be cooking in. So one tip that I saw said that they would recommend heating up the pan for about 5 minutes first and then putting the oil in the pan and putting the fish in, because it just alleviates some of the smoke that it's going to cause. You know, that's going to come up from the oil burning as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and let this heat up for about 5 minutes or so, and then I'm going to add in the olive oil and put the fish in. And so the onions and garlic is still going. And we have the rice. It's now been in there for 15 minutes. And I'm going to go ahead and check it to see if it's done. If you can tell, it's already soaked up most of the water. So still got some steam in there. And so I'm going to give this about another 3 more minutes. Just because there is some in there, but I want to check it. Yeah, it's not soggy at all. It's nice, it's good. But I think it needs like, yeah, I think it needs like another 3 more minutes. So that's going to put us at a total time of 18 minutes. All right, so I'm going to keep on stirring these. We're going to wait on the rice to finish, giving that another 3 more minutes, and we got the pan over here heating up for the fish. So the rice is finished, so I'm going to go ahead and add everything that I'm adding in there while I'm waiting on the pan to heat up. So we have the onions and the garlic in here. I'm going to add some butter, just a little butter in there. I also wanted to have a little bit of lemon flavor, so I'm going to add just 2 little lemon slices in there, and I'm going to go ahead and give that a stir. Try to wait for that butter to melt. Alright, and then I'm going to also be adding in some dill. And a little bit of salt as well, because I use unsalted butter. Alright, so adding in some dill, a little bit of salt. Alright, and so I'm going to just let the lemon stay in there with everything else, and I'm going to just close the lid while we work on the fish. And that is going to be nice and flavorful. Alright, so I'm going to just put the lid back on there. The burner is turned off, and we're going to go ahead and get started on this fish. Alright, so the pan has been heating up. I can see some of the steam rising. I'm going to add in some of that olive oil. And then I'm going to be putting in some of the fish. Alright. No, I think I'm just going to put the 2 in there. And then we're going to cook both of these for about 2 to 3 minutes on each side. And so I have about 6 pieces, so I'm just going to do them like that. I don't want to pile them all in there. I want them to be nice and cooked. So already I'm smelling that seasoning, and it smells so good on there. So we're going to just give it that 2 to 3 minutes, and then I'm going to turn them over. Alright, so they've been in there. Alright, and then we're just going to flip them over. And I got the fan turned on just in case to kind of get some of that out. So I'm going to put these on there for another 2 minutes or so. We're going to add some more olive oil and keep on going with the fish until it's all gone. So now that we have the fish done, I am going to just squeeze over a little bit of lemon on it. Not too much, just enough. And then I'm going to go ahead and get started on the salad. So we have some leftovers from Memorial Day, so I'm just going to add to it. I was actually going to make a cucumber tomato salad to go with this meal anyways. So we had some made for Memorial Day. It's got the juices in there, so I'm just going to cut up half a cucumber and a tomato and put that in here. All that is just tomato, cucumber, and then there's some olive oil and seasonings in that. I think that goes very well with fish. So I'm just going to cut those up, cut these in half again. You can cut off the skin if you would like. I actually like it on, so I like to leave it on. And then I just want to cut these up, not too thin, not too thick. It's pretty simple. And I think it adds a nice fresh to the meal. And everything is smelling so good. So I'm just going to cut those up and put them in there. I like to be able to use my leftovers. We have actually eaten all of them. We haven't had any that we've had to throw away, so that's exciting. Alright, so we're cutting up the tomatoes here. Alright. Try to get all the juices in, and then I'm just going to stir this up and just try to get all of the sauces in there from the old tomatoes and cucumbers and all the seasoning, and we'll just eat it out of the leftover container like that. And it smells really good and fresh. So I'm not going to add any more olive oil or anything because there was enough in here with the juices from the tomato and cucumber that came out, so I'm not going to add any more. And that's what it looks like when we're all done. Looks nice and fresh. Alright guys, well that has been another episode. This was super simple as well, and I know it's going to be so full of flavor. I tasted a little bit of the fish, and it's really good. It's got a nice spice, nice kick to it. So if you have watched this far, thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. Be sure to check out my Instagram page. I'm going to be putting on there the final product of what this all looked like, and I will give you guys an honest review of how it tasted, because I'll post it after I eat. So thank you guys so much. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know if there are things that you guys want me to try. I'm actually talking to my cousin, and then there is another dessert that I'm going to attempt to make. It's supposed to be really hard to make, but I know that I can do it, at least give my try. So once again, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate the support, and I look forward to another video and seeing you guys then. Bye!